Alright guys, is it just me or does it seem like a lot of young kids that are doing YouTube and TikTok, a lot of them are not living a long life. Like there's a lot of them that are very famous and doing very, very well and they have no problems, they're very happy, there's no worry about them uh, unaliving themselves or anything. But if you notice, there's a lot of young people that are passing away early, very early. A 19-year-old YouTuber had just passed uh, due to mental illness. I'm like, darling, that's not good, right? There's also, I heard of three other people, somebody's son, somebody else, and somebody else that passed away, and they were so young. I'm like, my goodness, like nowadays we have all these things for ourselves, and it's really tough to get famous for sure. Getting famous is not easy, but if you're already there, you've beaten the battle, right? So you really should try to be happy and live life to the full. This kid was like wanting to be a model. They wanted to be an investor. They wanted to do it all. They were a YouTuber doing very well, millions of followers, and they passed away at 19. I'm like, my goodness, something has to be done about, in general, about the way the system works. We all know that we want the system to work somewhat in a certain order for people to feel good and for people to do what they need to do. And so we do have things in place to make people feel good. But there's so much mental health stuff and so many mental health things that people talk about. And a lot of people just listen to it and get really down and really feel sad. And it's really terrible, It's like if you hear people talk about how they want to unalive themselves over and over again, and you just play those videos over and over again, even someone I've got a very strong set of mental health, and I'm very, very powerful mentally, and I'm very sharp, and I have excellent mental health. But even if I listen to the video, which I would never have any mental health issues, but let's say somebody that would be mentally strong, even someone that's mentally strong, if they watch some of these videos over and over again, anybody would unalive themselves, right? It's very common for someone to unalive themselves watching videos that are talking about just that, right? A lot of videos on YouTube and TikTok, well, mainly TikTok. I think TikTok is mainly the one where they talk about it. And, it's not harmful to talk about it, and it's not harmful to express these things. In general, if you have a solid mental health, you're going to be fine. But a lot of people really don't have a solid mental health, so it's really tough on people. So it doesn't matter if you're an influencer that has millions of followers or somebody that's a no-name, you're going to be bogged down by all the mental health talk that they talk about, right? Anyway, totally enjoyed the show, guys. Well, obviously this is a very sad topic, but yeah, enjoy the show that I do today, all right? Now, like I said, unaliving oneself, you know, just think of the most positive experience you can have, the most pleasant experience you can have, and then realize that you don't want to unalive yourself to enjoy that experience, right? And I find, usually with top influencers this is happening, and you're like, but you're already a top influencer, you made your mark, you got to the goal that people are trying to do, darling. So it's really kind of like, oh my God. Anyway, guys, very serious topic. So if you are thinking of unaliving yourself, remember, you have to live life to the full. If there's something challenging you or something really difficult, or you feel like life is too much, or you have major depression, really challenge yourself to see the good. Really challenge yourself to see the things that are beautiful in life. There's so much out there that you could tap into. Just hold on, don't give up. Don't feel like you're trapped in a cycle where you're stuck and can't get out. Everybody is important, everybody's beautiful. No one needs to unalive themselves for no reason whatsoever. Anyway, totally enjoy, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye now. On a really sad topic. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye now.